Welcome everybody. We are live talking to you from AJFN headquarters here in Sydney. There are almost 1,000 households joining us online right now from all over Australia and even all across the world. Can you tell the excitement on this end of the screen? Thank you for joining us. We are absolutely thrilled. So we can get a sense of the community of who's joining us tonight, please write where you're watching from in the comments box. The incentive is there's a lucky door prize for anyone whose name and location is there. We'll be drawing that at random, so please keep those comments coming. It means so much to us to see who this community is, who are so passionate about supporting couples going through infertility journeys. We will be drawing the Lucky Door Prize at exactly 7:56 p.m. So make sure you write your location in those comment boxes before then. And whilst you're getting used to using the comments, please feel free to keep doing that throughout the evening. If there's anything you're feeling extra inspired by or really moved by, just write about it. Say well done, say congrats, say good luck, whatever you're feeling. This is as live as we get. We wish we could be in person with all 1,000 households watching this right now. But we know you're out there. I can see you, Nikki Pryor in Bondi, Shanali Abkin in Sydney. Thank you. It's so good to have you with us. Now, tonight marks 15 years since the AJFN began. Please enjoy taking a trip down memory lane with us as we revisit some of the moments and the incredible community that have led to this special evening. Wow, it is crazy to think the AJFN has been creating miracles for 15 years now, and we couldn't do any of this without you, the incredible community who have shown that you are passionate enough to come and join us online this evening to watch a film in support of the 1 in 6 couples experiencing infertility. If you haven't yet done so, please write where you're watching from in the comments box, as we are about to draw our Lucky Door Prize and you've got to be in it to win it. It will be selected at random shortly, but I cannot emphasize enough to you. Cara Sachs, hi from Sydney. Rolene Schneider from Sydney, hi from Melbourne. Clara Webb, it is so great to see people from all across Australia and even across the world. The AJFN is a communal organisation. We are entirely fueled by the generosity of our community. We can only continue to support the couples who need us with your support. So we cannot thank you enough. And now, time for our lucky door prize, which is a $50 Westfield voucher, valid for use anywhere in Australia. Sorry for those of you who are joining us from overseas. But our lucky door prize winner is Hannah Solomon from Sydney. We will be in touch with you to arrange to get you your voucher. I now have the pleasure of announcing our raffle prize winners. I will be announcing just the first, second and third prizes. Everything else will come up in the comments box and included in the email at the end of this event and on social. So first prize, the piece of original art by Robert Kremnizer, valued at $5,000, goes to Jody Smith. Congratulations, Jody. Second prize, valued at $500, is from Bondi Dental. It is a choice of $500 worth of either anti-wrinkle injections or teeth whitening. That goes to Roxanne Azuri. And finally, our third prize, a $200 voucher for the gorgeous Arms of Eve jewellery, goes to, oh my goodness, Naomi Orr. Congratulations, Naomi. If my memory serves me correctly, you won something last year, so you should be buying yourself a lotto ticket. Like I said, the rest of the raffle tickets will be announced in the comments now and in an email following this event. So what I'm going to ask you now is, just before we start the official program, get comfortable. You are in for an incredible program ahead. We want to make sure that you're comfy and that your sound is working. So if you're watching this on your laptop or your iPad, we suggest you put it to full screen now. For those of you not familiar with YouTube, just click the little square in the bottom right corner of your YouTube screen and that will turn it into full screen. Thank you for being part of this special community who have come together to be inspired and create miracles together. We know there are over 1,000 households who felt passionate enough to join us tonight to support these couples struggling with infertility and to be part of opening this conversation, and we are incredibly grateful for that. With 1 in 20 children in Australia now born as a result of IVF these days, we know that infertility really does touch so many of us. It's time to bring that conversation out into the open. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy your evening.
Hey guys, I'm Mike Gonski. I'm 37 years old and I am 1 in 6. I'm super passionate about the AJFN because of the journey that Kerry and I went through to have our 2 amazing kids. We had 3 rounds of IVF and unfortunately 1 miscarriage, but for me it was really important that I never felt that there was a stigma associated with having IVF, and I want to make sure that anyone who wants to have a kid is able to in any way possible.
I'm Yossi.
I'm Rifki.
And we experienced infertility for a number of years and are thankfully blessed, Baruch Hashem, with 5 beautiful children.
Thank you so much to AJFN for your love, your support, your care through all of this. We would not be able to do it without you. Thank you to Sherry Dadon. Your listening ear has just been incredible.
We are
1 in 6.
Our parents are 1 in 6, which means we wouldn't even be alive if not for the miracle of the IVF. We are so grateful for our mums and dads' courage and support for everyone around them.
Hi, we're Sandra and Barry Smorgan, and our daughter Lauren Plax found out at an early age that she was having fertility issues, and thanks to IVF and the latest technology, we are blessed with 3 beautiful grandchildren as a result.
And she's 1 in 6.
1 in 6, the number of couples in our community who experience the heartache of infertility, including my husband and me. Just by tuning in tonight, you're already helping show those struggling with infertility that they are not alone. This evening, we are uniting as a community to help create more little miracles and end any stigma associated with infertility. Welcome, and a big thank you for joining us. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the various lands on which we are all tuning in from. Our Jewish community pays respect and appreciates the importance of Indigenous culture and history, just as we do our own. Whilst it feels like deja vu, being back online with you in a virtual event like 2020, so much has also changed in the past 12 months. Thanks to you. As a direct result of the funds raised from last year's event, we are grateful to report that we've been able to help over 45 couples across our support programs, and 8 more beautiful AJFN miracle babies have been born, bringing the total number of AJFN babies to 36. For those new to the AJFN, our vision is that no Australian Jewish couple should ever feel alone on their fertility journey. Our mission is to be a beacon of hope, actively opening the conversations about infertility and offering financial and emotional support to Jewish couples experiencing it. We hope we can count on you tonight to help the 29 couples needing our support right now. You will have an opportunity to donate during our official appeal later this evening, but please feel free to scan the QR code in the corner of your screen to donate at any point if you wish. Huge thanks to our event sponsors who have covered all costs for tonight, so every dollar you donate will go directly towards supporting couples. Special mention to our 2 returning platinum sponsors, IVF Australia and the Litva, Linz and Byron families as the developers of the visionary Pacific Bondi Beach. AJFN has experienced significant growth in demand for our services this year. Not only have more couples inquired about financial assistance than ever before, but we've also had a surge in demand for our emotional support programs, plus information about fertility. Knowledge is power when it comes to fertility, and more people are turning to AJFN as a trusted and respected voice and knowledge source for all stages of the fertility journey. In response to this need, with thanks to the support of founding partner Walper Jewish Hospital Health Foundation, we have created our new online information portal, the AJFN Fertility Zone. Here is a sneak peek. We will share the website with you after tonight's event. Next up is a world first 30-minute documentary showcasing our very own beautiful AJFN couple, Janine and Shimon Davidovitz, who we introduced at last year's event. We were left with a cliffhanger, praying for their dream of a miracle baby. Thanks to their courage to share their most intimate and raw life's journey, we have continued to follow their story every step of the way. This is not only the first time an audience has been given such behind-the-scenes access to the entire fertility process, but this is also the first time worldwide that an Orthodox Jewish couple's IVF journey and all of its added complexities has been captured.
Special thank you to those visionary supporters who helped fund this documentary, especially to our gold film sponsor, the Palace Group, and silver film sponsors, the Yarranabi Foundation and Ivany Investment Group. Thank you also to the entire talented production team for going above and beyond to bring this groundbreaking project to life. This film aims to destigmatize infertility, raise awareness, and support the 1 in 6 by not only sparking the conversation here tonight, but all over the world in the coming year. Each couple's story is unique. To those of you watching who may be in the middle of a challenging fertility journey, it is Janine and Shimon's hope that by sharing their story, they can offer you support and encouragement that you are not alone and have the community's support. Enjoy this advanced screening and stay tuned at the end as Janine and Shimon will be joining us live.
I'm just checking everything and the ovaries look pretty similar to what I was expecting.
Every Jewish family wants lots and lots of kids. I think we personally have to be a little bit more practical about that because,
This is actually our third IVF journey.
Yeah. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam.
Levi was a very wanted child. We had to wait about 3 years for him. And there was a few complications in the beginning. We just thought it would just happen naturally, like, you know.
Like everyone else. Like, why would we be different from anyone?
Nothing is physically wrong with
We've
us.
both been tested and they couldn't find any
Yeah.
scientific reason why we can't conceive naturally. It just seems like such a natural, God-given thing that you have a child. But yeah, we really learned it's not always so easy. It's kind of almost in the Jewish world, it's scripted for you. By this age, you're married. By this age, you have a certain amount of kids. Yeah, I mean, you do question and ask, why us? Why does this happen? But we just have to keep believing that there's a reason for all of this. We don't know what it is.
Infertility can be hard to diagnose, but we tend to say when a couple have tried for 12 months, that's infertility. And there are a number of famous causes, such as blocked tubes or low sperm counts. A woman can have an abnormal anatomy or endometriosis, or she may not ovulate. She may have polycystic ovary syndrome. But many couples have unexplained infertility. All our tests can't find the cause. One is that women are starting to have families older, and usually that means that their eggs are less good quality, and that's a major factor.
Mama? Yes? What do you want to do today? Do you want to go on the swing? In June of 2018, we did our first cycle of IVF. We had a baby, we got exactly what we wanted, and people continuously said to me, you're very, very lucky, because it doesn't ever happen first time.
Infertility treatment is definitely not always successful, certainly not always the first time. And in reality, most particular treatment cycles don't succeed. IVF is in vitro fertilization, where fertilization occurs outside the body in a laboratory. At the start of a woman's cycle, she's given hormones to inject and stimulate her ovaries to produce as many eggs as possible. 10 to 12 days later, we collect those eggs in a simple day case procedure, and they are fertilized with sperm and left to develop in an incubator over a few days. Not all embryos will make the transfer due to their quality. The best embryo is chosen to be transferred back into the woman's uterus, and some of the remaining embryos may be frozen for later attempts. Then we have the anxious 10-day wait to see if the cycle has resulted in a pregnancy. At Janine's age, there is a 25% chance that this cycle will work.
Levi loves the park, loves the outdoors, but usually loses interest in the swing pretty quickly, and then loves to be his independent self.
There we go. Okay.
And go on the slide. We got engaged July the 6th, 2015. And at that same time, my mum had had cancer for 2 years. We went to the hospital at Rosh Hashanah and they told us that my mum would not survive till January when we planned to have our wedding. So if we wanted my mum to be at the wedding, we had to readjust things and make the wedding earlier. My mum was there at the chuppah. She saw us get married and she passed away 2 days later. And I know that my mum's dream was always for me not to have one child. She was brought up as an only child. She'd lost a brother and a sister who she'd never met in the Holocaust. And she asked me to please try never have an only child. My dream is obviously to fulfill that, just to have someone for Levi, but I would love to have a daughter to name after my mum. That is something that keeps pushing me to fulfill this dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in terms of the treatment, obviously it's kind of a scary thing to just have to do a needle every day, but you know, it is really, I'd say, pretty easy once you get used to it at least. I'd say the hardest part is you're waiting, you've had all this injections and stuff going on, phone calls, and you're just waiting.
And there's nothing you can do.
And there's nothing you can do. Infertility is something that can happen to anyone, any of us at any time. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. Many of the causes are actually something you can do nothing about, but they are very treatable. We have so many options, and the more we explain them and show them, the less fearful people should be.
So in January of 2020, which was this year, we did our second transfer.
Now, Janine, this is the womb, the uterus, and we've injected the embryo right in the middle of the womb there.
Wow. Our second transfer, which failed again. This is the IVF journey. This is what you sign up for, and you're definitely not alone. There's so many people. You can see how busy these places are.
But at the end of the day, it's not the end, and if it doesn't work, God forbid, we'll just keep trying until we can't try anymore.
February, we started a whole new IVF cycle. We got out 8 eggs, and of that, we got 3 embryos. We put 1 in, and it was sad. It was sad, but I think my biggest issue was not that I'd lost the baby. It was that I didn't know when I could try again. So my thing was always get back on the horse and keep trying. And I didn't know when that would happen because everything was closed because of COVID. I feel like I've missed out on a month already. I don't want to miss out on a second month. Time is of the essence at this age. I hit 40 2 weeks ago, and it's scary. It lessens my chance every month. So we started again in June. So this is I don't even know how to pronounce half of these things, the gonal and a needle. I started the medication, I started the injections, and you feel really cloudy and everything. Just very sick in the stomach and very queasy, and it's not good. Just feel very bloated, Thank God that I have Shimon, just to have someone there just to pick up the pieces.
Not such a great day. Janine has been feeling a bit out of sorts because of the medication. So Levi and I are having some other time.
Anything in life that's worth something is going to be difficult. So I'm not saying you're difficult, but you're definitely worth the effort.
Thanks.
So you're not sure what these 2 medications do?
No. I just do what I'm told. We had a failed transfer in June. I'm getting used to giving myself needles. I have a bit of bruises, but it's all for the greater good. So please God, it'll all be good. And then we had a failed transfer in July. So that whole cycle was lost, and it's scary. You start to think, well, you can't do it just because of the time challenge. The bills are just too high for anyone to cope with. When I thought that they were cancelling my cycle last month and all that money was going down the drain, I couldn't cope. Thank God it's all been worked out and everything like that, but you can't. The fees are just so high, and that is a deterrent. But with the help of AJFN, emotionally, physically, and financially, we are able to do the best that we can.
So it's nearly 11:30 p.m. What's going on? What are we doing?
So I have to trigger exactly 36 hours before my egg pickup to start the ovulation.
We'll be there in about 20 minutes. How are you feeling at the moment?
I'm excited. I just want to get the eggs taken out and move to the next step.
It's a big stage, but there's still more to come. So it's like trying to remind yourself that, yeah, we've come this far, but we're not quite there yet. There's still another level and another baddie to beat. That's the way I was thinking about it.
You're obsessed with computer games. You have to stop playing on your phone.
That's the way I was thinking about it this morning. It's quite funny. Where do we go now?
We are in Alexandria, going for our pickup. Most important thing, the food. And I have the specimen here, but the more importantly, the food. We are a religious observant couple, so we abide by the laws of family purity. Very different to other people that go and do the IVF process. We come with our sample.
Shimon Elazar Javovitz, 3rd of February 1982.
Any testing that has to be done with semen collection has to be done in an act of love. Jeannie and I would have to have intercourse and then use a special designed condom. It's awkward and it's weird, and it has to be done at a specific time because you've only got a certain amount of time to get the sample up to the IVF place so they can start working on it. It does add that extra pressure. It's not easy. It's not something that you're used to, but it's something we really believe in, so we do it that way.
Now, to be honest, at your age and your stage, you kind of want to make the most of everything you have.
Okay.
And if you aim to test embryos, you will probably lose some that you might have frozen or might have even put back.
You're the professional. I'm going by what you say.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not really feeling anything except tired. I think this is the first time in the last few weeks that I've actually just sat and done nothing and not had to worry about anything at all. Really sad that this is actually me time. Did a bit of davening just to send good thoughts up. So yeah, we hope it all works out.
Some couples can't fall pregnant naturally. And I think it's 1 in 6 in Australia in total, but in fact, as a woman gets older, it's more frequent than that. And as our population gets older and women are having babies older and older, the actual incidence of infertility in that population is even higher. In reality, every cycle only has maybe a 25% chance of Janine's age, and that's quite tough. So we really have to try everything, and that's what this is all about, really. So you can maybe see on the screen over here that as I put the needle in, the black fluid of the follicles gets drained away. And I'm hoping that the eggs will be picked up by the scientist over there.
So we found 1 egg so far. I'm just going to be picking them up now and safely putting them in a tube. Janine got 8 eggs, so we're happy with that. So far, so good, but we'll just have to wait and see.
How do you feel? Are you okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
In the olden days, when IVF started, it would have been quite a significant operation. Here we've been going less than 10 minutes, and that's an incredible thing. It's gone really well, and now we have to hope that the lab does what it's meant to do and the eggs are good.
Hi, looking for Janine? Ah, there she is. Thanks. Hey.
Hey,
Did they
we've
write
got
them
8.
on your head?
No, they just told me because I was in my own theatre. I was in my own room when I
feeling
woke
good?
up. Yeah, good.
How did it go?
Yeah, good. 8.
8. Amazing.
Yeah.
I never thought it would be so many. I thought like 3 or 4 maybe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So hope it all works out.
One hurdle, on to the next. Never ends. Yeah. You want to give to Daka? Put on the table. Really excited for Shabbos and just to eat some good food, relax. So we just try to find that balance. That's what I've learned, is to remain positive but also be realistic.
I mean, we could get to the end of this road and we could not get our dream. We're realistic of that. So it can't be your be-all and end-all. You still have to balance life because you can drive yourself crazy. And
You'll actually just miss out on life.
yeah, and you just have to go through it, and it could be positive, it could be negative, we never know. We love you. Okay, so 2. Better than nothing. So, just got a call from the scientists in the clinic, and they've told me that of my 8 eggs that were taken out, 7 were fertilized. 2 are really good and ready for freezing so that we can get some testing done on them. And unfortunately, the other 5 just didn't make it.
What, like 3 hours to rest? What do you
I don't
feel?
feel well at all. I just feel very...
Are you gonna vomit?
Stomach. No.
We're just waiting for Dr. Sachs. We had IVF in Alexandria. We're about to go in to have one of the embryos transferred into Janine.
Okay, looking good. Ready as? I think it's really important to never lose hope, especially hope to have children. The journey's often very tough, but each attempt is an incredible thing in itself, which we learn from and takes you to the next step.
Good morning. So this morning I'm going for my blood test, pregnancy test. Haven't videoed because it's very hard for me to talk about it because these 2 weeks are just really agonizing with thinking about it, and I try to avoid it at all costs because it's just so hard to keep thinking and you're waiting and waiting. The waiting period is really, really hard. Yeah, so this morning I have my pregnancy test, and then we get the results this afternoon, and we'll see where we go to from here. So, Shem, you're going to be a dad again. Really? Yay! Hey!
What did they call you?
Before. Woo!
Oh,
How do you feel?
amazing.
Don't cry.
Yeah, so we're really excited.
We don't know what it is, a boy or a girl, but we'll be happy with a sibling for Levi. I'm so excited. All the medicines and injections and ups and downs and tears, just hearing that heartbeat was soothing.
So you can see inside there's, I'll just show you, the uterus is all that.
Yeah?
The yolk sac and the fetus there with the heart beating, you see it?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Some people think that just getting that blue line of a pregnancy test is what it's about. The journey doesn't just stop with IVF. Probably 1 in 6 of all pregnancies miscarry. Some women have repeated miscarriages, 2, 3, 4, even more miscarriages. It's hard to imagine the pain they would suffer going through that.
2 nights ago, I went to the toilet and started bleeding. My heart just sank. I just thought, this is it. Like, I've just lost the baby. I'm 7 weeks, nearly 8 weeks pregnant, and I lost my last baby at 9 weeks. It was the same feeling again with the miscarriage. You feel like you've lost a part of you. You feel like you your body has let you down again. You're the failure, and you don't know how to get yourself out of it. It's just a loss.
We were sure it was a mistake.
I was petrified. You don't know who to call, so Shimon called the IVF clinic. There was a 24-hour nurse who reassured us. And then the next morning they said to me, if you feel better, you can come in for a blood test. So I went in for a blood test the next morning, and thank God everything was fine. Did you enjoy your cousins?
Was it fun playing with your cousins yesterday? What is that?
What are your plans this week?
So Sunday evening, dinner time. We don't normally get takeaways, but we've had such a hectic weekend and just completely forgot to take something out of the freezer this morning because we're just on the go all day.
Just the up and downs of what I'm feeling now, of just how easy it is to lose the baby, and to lose your whole dream is really, really scary. I'm just hoping we can get through the next few weeks and it's okay and we get to like a milestone. Okay, girls, so this week's parasha is, who can tell me? The past few months have been a big roller coaster. You're feeling mixed emotions and you're going on with your life as normal, but at the back of your mind, you've got all this constant worry and what if, and you're not really safe till you're like 16. They say 12 weeks, but I feel you're not really safe till 16 weeks to know that this baby's actually gonna, please God, come out healthy.
Have you been feeling okay today?
So much better.
So it's all been going all right?
Yeah, it's hard like to come and teach and like pretend like everything's okay. You don't know when it will happen, what it will happen, what's happened next.
Let me know if you ever need anything.
Thank you. This whole process is a constant waiting. You're always waiting for something. You have blood tests and harmony tests, and you're waiting to hear that that's okay. That's also as nerve-wracking as a transfer because you don't know genetically whether the baby's actually okay. It's just constant waiting, and it's constant anxiety, and it's the hardest time because you can't tell anyone.
Are we late?
It's only with you we're late.
I know. You want to kind of celebrate and be happy and be grateful, but at the same time you kind of want to stop yourself and not get ahead of yourself because we know what can go wrong.
Yeah.
It's almost like in a twilight zone kind of feeling, like how do I actually feel sometimes? You're not sure.
You veer to the right.
We haven't been there in a while. Do you remember the address? Faith has definitely played a major role in this whole journey because even though right now I don't understand why it's so difficult and why things are the way they are, whatever it is in life, whether it's the loss of a loved one or difficulty in work or anything like that, sometimes faith is really all you have to fall back on. We very much believe like every person has their muzzle that's handed down to you, and during the Jewish New Year we pray that we'll have a good year and the things that we're praying for will come true. But often you feel like, how come we were blessed with this and other people weren't? Or on the converse side, why did we have to go through so much trouble to get to the stage where other people just
have it so easy?
Yeah, so this is Ginny's 20-week scan. We just finished.
The sonographer's really, really happy. Heard the heartbeat, saw all the different limbs. So we can just dive in that it all keeps going well.
It's so clear. I still can't see that one.
That's the face. This whole process is waiting.
But I think the way we cope with it is just to carry on with, looking after Levi,
enjoying our son.
Just, trying to just carry on with normal life as much as possible and just put it to the back of your mind and not constantly stress on it because you will go crazy.
Do you want to kick the soccer ball to me?
Throw. Come on. I want to catch. Whoa! Janine's been very, very busy at work. I try to remind her that she does need to take a break and take it easy and take a breather.
We're sharing, yeah?
There's, still a bit ahead of us and a bit of a hill to climb in terms of the pregnancy and making sure that, hopefully we'll have a healthy baby, please God. But yeah, we're just so grateful for everything I've got at the moment, especially when you look back at what we've been through to get here. You know where the sun's going.
Night, sun.
We do understand why people can feel lonely going through this, and I think our advice is to really reach out. It doesn't have to be a lonely journey. There are people out there who can help reach out to your doctor, to friends, to family. You just never know where support will come from. But you have to take that step and actually take the plunge and reach out.
Yummy, yummy, let's go!
Thank you.
We, as a couple that have been through IVF and are still, reliant on IVF as part of our lives, understand that there is a stigma attached, and it's really important to open up the conversations. We're constantly with friends who are always asking us about our story, and we think it's very important to be open about our story.
As more couples go through an IVF journey, what should and shouldn't the people say who are around them supporting them?
I think statements, just like we're here for you, if there's anything I can do, please let us know. We're davening for you.
Never ask where you're up to in the process.
Yeah.
Did the egg retrieval work? Did the transfer work? That kind of stuff. People don't necessarily want to reveal that.
But by speaking to them and saying that, we're here for you or whatever, if they do want to open up to you, they will.
I think I saw it on Facebook or somewhere, quoting someone going through the IVF process, saying it's the loneliest journey they've ever been on. And we don't want that. What do we have to do in the next couple of months? We have to get that second room painted. A cot.
Yeah.
What about names? Have we thought about names?
Sort of.
I think we have to do what we did with Levi. We have a few that we like.
Yeah.
And then when we see him or her, we'll know.
Well, if it's a girl,
Yeah.
it's going to have my mum's Hebrew name. But we have to think of another name.
Tiferet. I like Tiferet, which means splendor or beauty.
No, that's too airy-fairy.
What about Keshet?
No way.
Why rainbow? It's awesome.
No, that is
What about
No.
Anan?
Cloud.
Cloud, yeah, it's beautiful, no?
We are not naming any of these names. Are we going to stick with biblical?
The name really defines who the person's going to be. That's what we really believe in Judaism. Your name kind of imbues within you an essence of what you are going to do and accomplish in life.
The other thing we have to think about is we have one last embryo.
So if that embryo, let's say we did decide to put that in and then it fails, would you go through the whole thing all over again?
I don't think so. I think we just got to take it as it comes.
Take it one day at a time.
Yeah.
Which one do you want? I have a little sister. She's small and very funny. Well, usually she's funny, but not when she's feeling very sick.
Little things now worry me. Can I kick my little son out of his bed? Do I buy another cot? Do I put them in different rooms?
It's all good things to worry about.
Yeah, if I have a cesarean, is it going to be hard for Levi because I'm not going to be able to lift him? All these things, but positive things. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay, good night.
Okay, Peter.
I love you. I love you, Levi. Hopefully he goes to sleep.
Pregnancy is definitely harder the second time around when you've got another little one to worry about. So you can be a lot more selfish the first time around, but that's the bracha that we have.
You definitely feel guilt. There is definitely that feeling of guilt that why did we merit this and other people don't? But at the same time, we just have to try remember that, this is our blessing and we also have to be thankful for that as well.
We thank God every day for where we are now.
So we thought we would have a quiet night. I'm 36 weeks and 5 days, and I think we're having this baby tonight.
Oh, what happened?
I was standing at Gaslight shopping, and my waters broke.
The first thing I do is look down, because in the movies when the woman says my water broke, you always see a big splash waterfall puddle, and there was nothing there. So I said, are you sure you just didn't pee yourself or something like that?
But I'd been doing that for weeks already, so I was like, no, it's definitely my waters broke.
There was a special lift to take us straight up. It's not that one. We are currently now at Prince of Wales Private, and looks like this little bugger is coming out sometime in the next couple of hours. So yeah, a bit of a spanner in the works. Height of lockdown. So yeah, it's all part of the fun. Where are we going?
going to have our baby.
They've just given Janine the anesthetics and all that, and they've just wheeled her off into surgery, but hopefully they'll come and get me soon. So yeah, just praying to Hashem that everything goes well. He looks after her and our new baby, and yeah, hopefully, please God, everything goes well. I just remember feeling this wave of just relief that thank God everything went okay, and he's a healthy, screaming, beautiful baby, and it was just like very emotional, I think I was full of tears. I cut the cord, got to help clean him up a bit and give him to Janine.
I don't think reality hit me until later on when he was in my room. I mean, in the beginning I kept calling him Levi because my baby was Levi.
So is it weird not having visitors?
Yes.
The whole COVID dynamic has added something extra.
It was really hard that like no one could come in and I couldn't leave.
Like Levi had to wait till Wednesday to meet his little brother.
Yeah.
Oh, careful, careful, gentle.
Look at that, Abba.
Look at Abba, look here.
And just not being able to have people over, like even his breath was just really weird. It was just us and the rabbi and the mohel.
God Rafael Ben Shimon. Mazel tov, mazel tov.
Janine is the most resilient and strong woman I've ever met in my life. Throughout the whole IVF process, she's the one that's just always wanted to keep going, even though I maybe not was as keen as her. But just her resilience and the will to carry on and to have a family.
We got our miracles. We're successful in the end. I can't even imagine what people are going through years and years. And I know people in this community who are tried and have no kids. And I can't imagine what it's like.
Levi, come. Come have a look.
Tomorrow night is Sukkot. In 7 days we eat all our meals in this hut. Some people actually sleep in the hut.
My mum loved Sukkot, loved Sukkah so much. And just to see my two boys in her Sukkah would really give her such nachas. I really think my mum watches me from above and she sent down these two beautiful boys to me. Yes, it fulfilled our dream, but I gave a lifelong friend for Levi, and I think she'd be really, really proud to see them playing in her house, in her garden.
One on my brother.
Okay, what's his name?
Daddy Rafi.
Gadi Rafi. I can't believe it's been 22 months that we've been trying for Gadi.
Just looking back and reflecting on the whole journey, I think two things sum it up. What you say, ups and downs and roller coaster, and then just that word of fortunate. Like we are just so lucky and fortunate that we got our two beautiful boys. And that's actually one of the reasons we named Gad, because Gad means fortune, and we're just so blessed to be part of that really small minority of people who are blessed with two IVF babies. 1, 3, cheese.
1, 2, 3, cheese!
Stinky cheese!
Smelly cheese! Stinky cheese.
Thank you for joining us on our IVF journey tonight. We hope that this is a small insight into the IVF journey and how hard it can be for couples like us, both emotionally, financially, and physically.
If you're watching or someone you know is going through a difficult journey, get them to reach out. You are not alone, whether it's to the AJFN, a friend or family. This time last year, we sat in front of you in trepidation, not knowing the outcome of our last transfer. We are enormously grateful to be able to be here tonight with hearts full of joy as proud parents of 2 little boys. My late mother's dream has come true. And thanks to all of you who donated last year and gave us support, hope, and encouragement.
No matter what amount you gave, every dollar contributed to us having a chance to fulfill our dream, as well as 44 other AJFN couples who were supported in the last year. You quite literally are miracle makers. Our journey has not been an easy ride. Had it not been for the support of the AJFN and the community like yourselves, Gadi would not be here today. He is living proof that miracles can happen when the community unites together.
My parents instilled in us a belief that when you help others, Hashem will in turn help you. We truly believe that after so many failed attempts and a miscarriage, that the unity and support created at last year's event was the reason that we were blessed with Gad Raphael. Although we have been lucky to be blessed with our 2 miracle boys, there are 29 other couples that need our help and are experiencing the heartbreak of infertility. They need AJFN's support right now. With your help, it would not be possible for couples like us to get our dream, to build their own families. The outpouring of love and support received from the community is a great source of encouragement and comfort to a couple going through this journey.
The AJFN never knows when the next inquiry will come for help and to what extent that couple will need help. Your donation will ensure that no couple ever feels alone on their journey, as they will have the AJFN and this incredible community by their side. We understand that it has been a financially difficult year for many people. A donation of any size will be very much appreciated. And for the next 24 hours, you can have double the impact, thanks to our miracle matchers, who will be matching every donation that comes in. By donating, you will be part of creating miracles, building the next generation, our community's future. Take a look what your donation can do.
Now is the part of the evening where we really need your help. Before the program continues, we will take a few minutes to allow you some time to donate. Please donate via the link that has been sent to your phone or by scanning the QR code in the corner. The other option is to visit ajfnmiracles.com.au. Please donate. We have an ambitious target of $260,000 in the next 24 hours to support the 29 couples in need. Please help us get started. It would be absolutely amazing if we could achieve 50% of that target by the end of the evening tonight. We need your help.
And as we see the ticket coming up, we've already hit 75,000. That is unbelievable, guys. Please keep it coming. I still remember that phone call we got from Sturny when she called us to say that all our application had been approved and they're going to be supporting us financially. It is this, I can't even describe this, like weight lift off your shoulders, knowing that we can continue with our dream and keep trying. And now we want to give that experience, play it forward and give that experience to the 29 other couples who are still experiencing the heartbreak of infertility. Let's do it together. We can do it tonight. Everyone, every one of you.
Thank you so much, Leanne Edelmuth. Amazing. Thank you for your donation. The donations just keep coming in. It's just ticking over. Fantastic.
$72 will cover a counseling session. Many couples rely on these services to help them cope emotionally, mentally with the ups and downs that go with an IVF journey.
$1,800 covers the cost of all the medications needed for one cycle of IVF, which includes that important trigger injection that I talked about and you saw me giving myself right before the transfer that gave us Gadi.
And $5,000, now remember, for the next 24 hours, thanks to our miracle matches, $5,000 actually results in the AJFN receiving $10,000 because every donation is matched, is doubled, so it's $10,000, covers the full out of IVF cycle. So if we can get that for all 29 couples, that would be an incredible achievement together as a community. 81,000, we've just hit 81,000. That is unbelievable. Ronnie and Rob Meissen, thank you so much for your support.
Judy and Tal Weiner, amazing. Thank you. Keep it coming. Fantastic. Struggling to have a baby can be really heartbreaking. This is the reality for so many couples in our community. We are desperate to help them right now. Please give generously. Every dollar helps.
Pioneer in Barbie Golan, thank you so much, 3,600. That's incredible. Thank you so much for your support. As you heard Dr. Sachs say in the video, IVF is not a one-shot wonder. Most couples require at least 3 or 4 cycles before they fall pregnant, but all too often they give up hope and they just can't financially carry on. So let's come together and show these 29 couples. It's not just about the money. It's about the fact that we have hundreds of people watching, over 1,000 people tuning in together, people coming from all walks of life, from all over Australia, from all over the world. If we see 400 people giving a donation, no matter what size, $10, $5, $1,000, whatever it is, that is a message of support and encouragement to these 29 couples to not give up hope, to carry on and keep the dream alive.
Our little Gutty is living proof of the power of our community coming together to help create miracles. Now there are 29 other couples like us that need your help right now. We can't do this without you. Please give generously.
Thank you for your kind donations. Our miracle making day is just beginning, and for the next 24 hours, we'll still reach that target. We know we can do it together. Please share this campaign with friends and family and all your networks. Let's really make it go viral and really help us increase the impact of this fundraiser. And now I would like to hand over to Nina and Ellie Clifford to lead us in the fertility prayer. Please join us.
Hi, I'm Nina, and this is my sister Ellie. My parents prayed for us, and now Ellie and I are asking you to join us to pray for all those couples out there patiently awaiting for their own little miracles. May it be your will, God, our Lord, and the Lord of our forefathers, who answer prayers, hear our prayers, and bless those who struggle to have children. Remember them for good, and with your mercy they shall have sons, daughters, and grant them enduring offspring. They lift up their eyes to you in heaven. They pour forth their hearts before you as water. Strengthen and give them courage. Grant them abundant kindness, heal them, and help them find peace. As you remembered Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Hannah, and you have heard the voices of the holy men and women when they beseeched you. So to please listen to our outcry to help the men and women of our community. Fulfill our wishes and for good and accept with your mercy, and desire our prayers. And so may it be your will, and let us say Amen. Amen. Thank you. We hope all these couples' prayers are answered. We would like to hand you over to Shteni Dadon for some final words.
A big thank you to Janine and Shimon for your courage and compassion. You are both an inspiration as proud advocates for the 1 in 6. As we share your story, you will no doubt give hope to many more couples. You're playing a pioneering role in opening the conversation around the infertility struggle. Tonight's event would not be possible without the following people. Thank you again to all our event sponsors. Thank you also to our miracle matchers. Because of their generosity, every dollar given tonight and over the next 24 hours will have double the impact. Thanks to the group of talented and dedicated volunteers that make up our AJFN team. It has been a pleasure to work with each of you. You have poured your heart and soul and countless volunteer hours into making tonight a very special evening. I'd like to particularly thank our events team and a special mention to Yael Super, who the AJFN farewells this year after 15 years of dedication and tireless work. Last but not least, A huge thank you to our audience. Thanks to your support, miracles like Gad Raphael Davidowitz and 35 other babies have been born to date. Our very first event was held on December 18, 2006, where the community joined together to support one couple who had nowhere to turn to for help and were close to giving up on their dream of having a child. This event led to the birth of their baby and the AJFN. We cannot underestimate the miracles that can happen when we as a community come together to support one another. The AJFN has been my baby over the past 15 years, and I feel like a proud mother who has watched her child grow. As it approaches its teenage years, the time has come for me to hand over the reins and step down from my role as executive director. I'm truly proud, humbled, and lucky to have led the organization all these years. And I've had the privilege to work with so many incredible individuals, the couples, the AJFN team, and our supporters. I will really miss you all dearly. Tonight, we can be proud knowing that if there is a couple in need of support, whether it's financial, emotional, or both, there is a place in the community for them to turn to, and we are here to support them every step of the way. Unfortunately, infertility has been a problem for centuries, as told by the stories in our Torah, and continues to grow. We anticipate the demand for the AJFN support to increase over time. But with your support and the leadership of our board, our executive and committees, we hope we'll be able to support each and every couple that reaches out to us. Thank you for your donation tonight, and remember, every dollar will be matched. You have made an incredible impact so far. Please help us reach our goal to support these 29 couples who need our help right now and those yet to approach us. Thank you for being part of creating miracles and building the next generation. Good night.
Oh my gosh, guys, you have blown us away. We're sitting here at AJFN headquarters, which we have nicknamed Miracle HQ, and we are shaking. Like, you've gone and done this again. We never in our wildest dreams thought we would get to this point by this time tonight, and when the community comes together, miracles truly do happen. We are at $186,000 raised so far. We need every single dollar, guys. Do not stop here, please. For those who have donated, thank you so much. Please spread the word. We need to raise at least $260,000 in order to help each of those 29 couples that are desperately waiting for our support. We would love nothing more than to be able to call them on Wednesday morning to let them know the good news that we are able to fund each of their treatments and support that they require. Please, guys, continue to dig deep. Please spread the word. We don't know. There are 29 couples right now. We don't know who is going to call us tomorrow. We are getting an increase in demand in calls. We've had 4 of those 29 couples just in the last couple of weeks. We don't know what tomorrow will bring. We hope that it brings more phone calls. We hope that there are more couples out there in our community that feel comfortable enough to actually come and approach us, to actually call us and get the support that they are needing. That is the point of opening up this conversation and breaking the stigma so that we can support more couples out there who are struggling with infertility. Thank you, guys. We are at $193,000 and this is incredible. But what is also incredible is our incredible, can I say incredible one more time? Sorry guys, this is the live part. This is unscripted and we are shaking here. But I want to get an amazing human being to join me up here who's going to kill me because she refused to have a farewell. Now this is none other than the founder and the executive director of the AJFN, our beautiful Shterni Dadon. She's standing here, she thinks she's tech support right now, but she's going to come and sit She's going to kill me after this, so it's been great knowing all of you. Tonight is your very last AJFN event. We hope it won't be your very last. We hope that we'll see you for many, many years to come, and that you'll be able to come and see the hundreds and thousands of miracles that we will continue to make in your honour for many, many years to come. Now, we can't let tonight go without actually saying thank you and goodbye with the over 1,000 households that have tuned in tonight, who are passionate enough to care about infertility and supporting those 1 in 6 couples that you had the vision to do 15 years ago for that one couple in your community. And so we want to say thank you. And someone's phoning right now. Excuse us. We want to say thank you. And when we considered what may be an appropriate farewell gift, how do you farewell someone who has given 15 years of their life selflessly and with a full heart, and had such an enormous impact on the lives of so many people over 15 years? It was without question that no material gift would ever do justice to what you have given to the world. And therefore, I am extremely privileged to announce this evening the inaugural Shterni Dadon High Grant, which will be in place from next year for the lifetime of the AJFN. This grant in your honour, in your name, with High literally meaning life in Hebrew, will be for up to $10,000 for any couples in extraordinary circumstances who need that little bit extra support on top of the usual support AJFN provides, as that is what you have always done for the last 15 years. You have advocated for those 1 in 6. You have fought hard to ensure that no couple ever has to give up on their dream of becoming a parent purely because of the financial barrier. And we want to make those miracles happen. We feel there is no better way to recognise this milestone than through a legacy initiative. And in the hope of the AJFN board, the leadership team, and the entire AJFN family, we hope that this enduring gift will represent the enormous legacy that you leave behind here at the AJFN. Your values, your generosity of spirit, and dedication to building Jewish families will permeate throughout the AJFN forever.
Thank you. Thank you to everybody. I really cannot express in words how I feel tonight, and just the impact that you continue. I mean, the community is just incredible, and I know I can't see you all now, but like I said, and I say it many times, the generosity of the community is something I'll miss to witness firsthand, although I still will see the generosity continue for many years. But it's literally been the most incredible experience to watch each year at every event, this community coming back to support and supporting more and more, and not giving up either. So they're just pushing more and more, and that was, for me, is the greatest reward, to see the support and to see you all join on and tune in and watch tonight as well. So thank you again, and please continue to help create miracles for the most incredible organization that's here for our community for eternity. Please God.
That's it, guys. Have a beautiful evening, and thank you for joining us to create more miracles and build the next generation. Good night.
Good night.